time, but don't you want that?
Of course I do. When I give it to you, accept it. Trust me. You think I run for situations?
Always think, oh, I can't trust you when you do that.
Baby.
I have no trust. That's why I freak out so fast these days.
Good morning. Happy Father's Day. Me and my kids are enjoying our Father's Day too. Wait, can you see her? And there's Dookie. Oh, we should see Honey. Okay, let's go see Honey. So Honey is on some major medication today. Hi, Honey. Honey, hi, baby. The vet bill was high. I guess that's where that in. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. All right, so we've incurred a couple of charges for the month that we shouldn't have, right? We'll have to figure that one out. It's called a hustle for a reason. I gotta keep these pets. In order to keep these pets, I gotta pay for these pets. In order to pay for these pets, I've got to have some type of revenue. All right, we're listening to a tape. It's called New Amber Heard Being Verbally Abusive and Demeaning. And admitting to physical abuse. And then it goes on to hashtag Amber Turd and hashtag Justice for Johnny Depp. And the channel is called Our Voices Matter. Roll 'em.
Yeah. I can't be. I can't just stand there and take the punches. At a certain point, you're gonna fucking react.
That's all I'm asking.
No,
Let's be fair.
No, but what I'm saying is,
We're talking about splitting. I'm not asking you, Samuel, why I punch you.
no, we're talking about me getting out of the room or leaving. No, I didn't. In Australia, I didn't leave the fucking house. I went to.
So she just filed a bunch of motions. You're trying to get out, Dookie? All right, let's go let Duke out. She just filed a bunch of motions to suppress evidence, I guess. Go, Papa. My dog is 13. He can't go through the dog door anymore. He's got he needs help. So I gotta come out here and help him. But yeah, I mean, why are you filing motions, Amber, to suppress evidence? Unless, right, you got some kind of craziness going on in the world today. All right, it's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. I don't have a dad. And, but if you do, God bless you. Okay.
The rooms. You know, whatever. I didn't fucking take off in San Francisco or whatever. Look, going out of the room.
That's different from saying I'm getting another hotel room, which is what you did in Toronto and
So,
then in France.
in the trial, he testified to the fact that he would have his assistants rent him like additional hotel rooms for when she started fights with him, and he like had to retreat.
You said I'm getting you a flight. You involve, people, other people. It's humiliating. It's embarrassing. It's demeaning to me, and it's.
You wanted to fly.
No, but you were the one to suggest a flight.
Possibly, yeah.
Get down from there.
No, she texted.
No.
And the thing is that you're splitting is chronic. It's early. It's quick. It's so not, you're not interested in.
So imagine being in a relationship where like someone starts yelling at you and you can't walk away, right? If someone starts yelling at me, I'm gonna part the Red Sea. Just saying.
Not fighting. You are guaranteed to fight. When you do that, and I've told you this so many times, you guarantee it. If you were interested in not fighting, you would.
So she's basically threatening him right here, telling him, you fucking do that one more time and it's gonna be on, and I'm warning you. This is what the translation of what she just said is.
Be respectful if you needed the space. To make you be careful not to perpetuate the fight longer by saying, I need a few
So
minutes.
now we know Markle.
And then actually
Oh
honor it.
shit.
How can I trust-
So based on the use of the word perpetuate, right? We know that Meghan Markle's not that bright. Right? Because she used that word in her interview with Oprah Winfrey. So now we know that the connecting of these two women is through a literal word, perpetual. Right? Perpetuating. So oh my God. Oh my God. I can't. I literally can't. Okay. Is it a stretch? I can always tell who's watching me, by the way, because of the words that they use in their titles. I'm like, oh, this bitch is trying to go to me. Or the exact opposite. I'm no dummy.
Trust you. Then it will be a few minutes when you've done this in the past and disappeared for hours. You know, I got mad at you in Australia about this. I said, baby, I want to trust you. It's hard for me not to try and work it out. If you want to be the person that's like, I need to cool down, help me do that, give that to you. But I can't give it to you if you always let me down and fuck up and forget.
Did you hear that? She said, I can't give it to you if you always let me down and fuck up and forget. So he can't even get a word in edgewise. Yeah. She's continuing to bash him on media, in mainstream media. She's continuing to bash mainstream media and the social media. She claims that people wanted her, yeah, on the other side, like we're talking like where the ghosts live, right? Nobody wanted that from her. Stop it, Scout. Scout, stop. Nobody wanted that from her. This is her delusion. This is how her delusions work. It's only an 8-minute video. I'm already 7 minutes and 44 seconds in.
Can I give you a time limit? Because I said I'll be back in 3 minutes. So I'm just.
I mean,
If
doing
it-
a...
If it happens,
It's different. You never.
if it happens, I'm just gonna say, look, I need some time. That's it.
I'm telling you, that will make it worse.
No.
I guarantee you it will.
If you're stuck in throwing punches,
I'm not talking about throwing punches. I'm talking about an argument.
right. In arguments, you tend to throw punches.
I'm talking about arguments. I'm not talking about the times when it's not physical. I'm talking
So basically, she's telling him, we're going to talk about what I want to talk about, and when you want to talk about something that I don't want to talk about, we're not going to talk about it. That's really controlling. I don't know if I can be in a relationship where someone treated me that way. I like my space. That's why I love my husband. My husband, aside from being the best father, he raised a kid who grew up to literally, ostracize him. But that cannot be said. It cannot be said that, her mother. That's just a whole other story. My husband is a great dad, and he's a great husband. But not everybody's like that.
I'm talking about arguments.
Yes, in our argument.
Earlier and earlier and earlier. Now you split. You take off right away. You don't deal with the issue. You don't deal with the confrontation, and you split. Whether it is, and then you do it for an undetermined amount of time. You do it without actually respecting when you do give me a time, like say I need a few minutes, and you never actually honor anything close to that. So I can't trust you, especially when you always take off.
So
Yes, exactly.
I have abandonment issues, and this is a concept. What she's describing right now is something that I'm very familiar with, and it happens to me too. And I've said it before. 30 years of therapy. Like, you can't ignore 30 years of therapy. But this I can identify with in terms of her, because I know what it's like to be abandoned, and when you have abandonment issues. So here's the thing, right? You have to always go back to the core. Like, what happened to her? What happened to her? Was she abandoned? Did her parents at some point lose her to foster care? That's a big question, right? Because this is an abandonment issue that she has.
I'm not holding you to it. I'm saying hours and hours later is different. Come on, you can't act like you don't do it knowing it's gonna make me mad.
I'm not, it's not to get you mad, it's just to get out of the bad situation while it's happening before it gets worse. In Australia, when we
I got a mosquito bite and then I picked it.
At least 5 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms I went to
avoid talking to me.
to escape the fight.
You don't escape the fight. You escape the solution.
No.
You escape the solution.
No.
You escape figuring it out. We cannot work it out if you run away to the bathroom every time.
Listen to me. A boxer can't go 12 rounds without a fucking minute break.
I'm not giving you a minute break. You do it at minute 3 at the beginning of an argument.
No. There are rounds, man. And when it gets too fucking hairy, the ref splits them apart or whatever. But
You gotta
all
bail
I'm saying
out.
is,
Tap out.
You can't have a solution if the argument just keeps mounting and mounting and mounting and mounting. I fucking go into the bathroom and sit on the floor. Bam, bam, bam. I come out. Fight. Crazy. Escalated. I split again. I go to another fucking bathroom or a bedroom or something. Knock. Bang, bang, bang. You kept coming to get me.
Every single time I come.
So here's the thing about stalking, okay? It's illegal. You're not allowed to stalk a person. This is stalking behavior. Who's to say that, given the circumstances, Johnny isn't lucky to have gotten out with his life? This person that we're talking about, Amber Heard, is a nightmare. A living nightmare from hell.
To get you. What am I saying? 90% of the time. Stop. Let's work this out. Please, I don't want to do this. That's what you're fucking ignoring. That's the really
It's okay,
fucking
Dookie.
crazy thing that
It's just
I
the
cannot
TV, Papa.
understand.
Dookie doesn't like
Self-delusion
conflict.
is so fucking deep that you are able to tell me right now all of this and mean it. How can you say that to me and ignore that 90% of the time what that bam 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 is you're escaping me like I'm some sort of like vicious harping bird in fucking, in a Hitchcock movie and you can't get away from me? What you're fucking ignoring and blatantly is that every single time I'm saying like this, I'm saying this to you. Let's stop. Babe, let's stop. Let's work it out. Sorry,
Get off of him.
stop. Let's get over this. Let's stop. Can we stop fighting? That is what's so
Get off of him.
insane. You sit here and you tell me as if I'm so annoying to you that you can't escape me. That I'm actually coming to you and saying, let's not do this. It is your issue that you can't let it go. You can't calm yourself down. You can't self-soothe. And you can't make yourself bigger than the...
Self-soothing? What? Gaslighting Amber. That was gaslighting 101. She's telling him what he can't do because of what he does. right? So the story of the gaslight is an actual gaslight, right? There's a husband and a wife. Every day the husband comes in and he turns the gaslight down a little bit. And when the wife comes in, she thinks that, like, right? It's getting, like, why is it so dark? He does this so often that it literally drives her crazy. That's why it's called the gaslight.
Thing that you're really feeling at that moment and go, you're right. I know we're going to come to a solution eventually. Let's end it now and come straight to the solution. Or,
So the key to winning an argument is to fold and love, right? That's the key to winning an argument. Fold and love.
respectfully, I can't imagine coming to a solution because I need to cool down. So just give me a few minutes. And in which case, I would respect that. If you would respect it too, if you would actually be a reasonable amount of time. But I don't have that option.
A reasonable amount of time. So if you take longer than 3 minutes to figure out whether or not you need to cool down, it's too long. And you're avoiding the fucking fight. So fuck you. We're gonna go down. We're getting down into it, right? Going down in
I'm
it.
coming to you saying, let's stop doing this. And you perpetuate the fight. You perpetuate it.
There's that word again. So now we know, per the word used in this particular recording that was from the UK, right? It was admitted in the UK, I guess. I mean, how do you not put Meghan Markle and this Amber Heard chick in the same category? They're just liars. They're liars. I deleted my video yesterday that I did a live on. I was quite upset about it, only because YouTube wouldn't let me upload it. It kept buffering and it wouldn't stop. And then 6 hours later, it was still doing it. So I was like, okay, delete.
You start it when it could just be a petty argument. And you make it not a petty argument because you run away. And then it becomes a fight. Instead of just saying sorry.
Wait. What?
Well, ignore on purpose is that I'm coming to you saying, let's stop doing this. And you perpetuate the fight. You perpetuate it when you run away. You start it when it could just be a petty argument. And you make it not a petty argument because you run away. And then it becomes a fight. Instead of just saying sorry, instead of working it out, instead of facing it, instead of confronting things, you run away at minute 3. And then it's impossible to work it out because you've insulted me. Now I'm mad. And then I have to come.
Okay, we don't even have to listen to the rest of this, but we will, because that was the point where I would say in the courtroom, I rest my case.
For you to go, come out of the bathroom, baby, let's work this out. Which I can't do because that's annoying to you too. How would you feel if I ran away from you all the time? You fucking like it.
I would love it.
You fucking deal with it. Now it's my turn.
I would love it.
I get to avoid fucking problems. I get to avoid the responsibility. Let's see how that works out for you.
Stop domestic violence.